Okay, fourth grade. So you are looking at the bar graph that we've made over the last 5 days of data for March 26th through yesterday, April 1st. So this is what your bar graph should look like for the daffodil and the tulip and the hyacinth, showing the growth of all the flowers. So today, since we're out of room on this, today I thought, let's start a new graph, but I'd like to have you make a line graph this time instead of a bar graph. That way we're just doing something different and charting our growth in a different way. So we're going to title this line graph, Growth of Spring Bulb Flowers. So I'd like you to write that on your paper. Then, if you remember from our last graphing video together, the side along the bottom of the graph is called the x-axis. And our x-axis is going to show the following data. We're going to put each date and the flowers, the types of flowers. So we're going to start with yesterday's data, and yesterday was April 1st. So if you would write 4-1, and I'm going to grab my markers, and to keep consistency, we're going to still use blue for the daffodil, red for the tulip, and green for the hyacinth. Okay, so I'm going to write a D for daffodil, a T for tulip, and an H for hyacinth. Now, going up and down the graph on this side, this is called the y-axis. And we're going to label our y-axis growth in centimeters. Once again, due to the size of our paper, let's count by twos. So you're going to put 0 centimeters, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on as far as you can go up to the top line of your paper. I made it on my graph to 42 centimeters. So that way, if our daffodil does continue to grow like it's been doing, and prove me wrong, because I really didn't think it would get that tall, but so far it has. So if it continues to grow, that gets us to 42. And if we have to go higher than that, then we can maybe add some more lines and numbers up here in the margin to make an allowance for that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is look at yesterday's data. And according to my bar graph, if I'm just going to use that to read instead of looking at my chart, the daffodil yesterday measured 37 centimeters. So above the D, I'm going to take my blue marker and I'm going to put a dot here, halfway between 36 and 38. Blue dot. Above my T, yesterday, the tulip measured 22 centimeters. So above my T, I'm going to put a red dot beside the 22. And yesterday, the hyacinth measured 30 centimeters. So above my H, I'm going to put a green dot for 30. And then what I'm going to do is get my straight edge and mark off that was my box for yesterday. So now I want to add today's data to it. So today is April 2nd. And once again, I'm going to put D, T, and H. right, so today the daffodil was 39 centimeters. The tulip is 24 centimeters. The hyacinth is 31 centimeters. So now, I'm going to put my straight edge here, mark off my space for today, but I'm also going to use the straight edge in my markers to play connect the dots. So I'm going to line up blue dot to blue dot, and I'm going to connect that with a straight line. I'm going to line up green dot to green dot, connect that with a straight line, and I'm going to line up red dot to red dot, connect that with a straight line. Okay, so it's just another way of charting the growth of our spring bulb flowers, and hopefully we'll have success making our line graph for the next several days.